remembering those that perished on the sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 15, 1912. The information provided was obtained and used from findagrave.com. This video contains passengers with the last name starting with T. The remaining passengers will follow shortly. John Tannhaus, also known as John Thomas, age 34, born in Syria. He was a dealer and boarded the Titanic as a third-class passenger. John was traveling to Ohio. He died in the sinking and his body was never recovered. The next victim is Emil Tausig, age 54, born in Austria. He boarded the Titanic with his wife and daughter. They were traveling to New York. Emil perished in the sinking. His wife and daughter survived. The next victim is Asaf Girios Thama, age 21, born in Syria. His occupation was listed as a farmhand. Asaf boarded the Titanic along with his cousin and her nephew. They were third-class passengers and were traveling to Canada. Asaf's body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is John Borland Thayer Jr., age 49, born in Pennsylvania. He was the second vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad. John was married and had 2 daughters and 1 son. They boarded the Titanic and were first-class passengers. They all survived, but John did not. His body was never recovered. John's cenotaph is located in Pennsylvania. The next victim is Thomas Leonard Theobald, age 33, born in England. He was a third-class passenger. Thomas was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and was listed as number 176. He was buried at sea. The next victim is Tannhaus J. Thomas, age 16, born in Syria. He was a third-class passenger and was accompanied by his cousins. They were traveling to Ohio in hopes of getting hired on at the steel mill. Tannhaus's body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Charles Bashir Tannhaus Thomas, age 30, born in Syria. He was a third-class passenger and his body was never recovered. Charles' cenotaph is located in Pennsylvania. The next victim is Alexander Mellis Thompson, age 36, born in Scotland. His occupation was listed as a mason. Alexander was a third-class passenger and his body was never recovered. The next victim is Percival Thornycroft, age 36, born in England. His occupation was listed as a general laborer. Percival boarded the Titanic with his wife and they were third-class passengers. She survived the sinking, but he did not. Percival's body was never recovered. The next victim is Juho Tikkanen, age 32, born in Finland. He was traveling to New York. Juho's body, if recovered, was never identified. His family was paid £50 or $7,298 in compensation. The next victim is Roger Tobin, age 20, born in Ireland. He was an athlete and sportsman, particularly in soccer and hurling. Roger boarded the Titanic with his girlfriend and was traveling to New York. They both perished in the sinking. The next victim is Lelio Todorov, age 23, born in Bulgaria. His occupation was listed as a laborer and he was traveling to Illinois. Lelio's body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Ernest Portage Tomlin, age 21, born in Canada. He traveled to England due to his father's failing health. His father passed away 1 year before he did. Ernest was engaged to be married. He was a third-class passenger and traveling back to Iowa. His body was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 50. Ernest was buried at sea on April 21, 1912. His cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is Ernst Wilhelm Torber, age 40, born in New York. His occupation was listed as a florist. He was a third-class passenger and his body was never recovered. The next victim is Asad Torfa, age 19, born in Lebanon. He was a third-class passenger and his destination is unknown. Assad's body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Moses Aaron Trupiansky, age 22, born in Lithuania. He was a shop assistant and his last residence was in London. Moses was a second-class passenger and held ticket number 233639. His body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Stjepan Tursin, age 35, born in Croatia. He was married and his occupation was listed as a laborer. Stjepan was a third-class passenger and was traveling to Ohio. His body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is the Turpin family. Husband, William John Turpin, age 29. Wife, Dorothy Ann Turpin, age 26. They were born in England. William's occupation was listed as a carpenter and they had no children. They were second-class passengers and were traveling to Utah. Their bodies were never recovered. If you like this content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel at MeTime806. Thank you very much.